Keto has really become just like all the other marketing trends because one of my things I like to use is, if you remember back in the day, Jane Fonda was all the thing. And there's always a trend, there's always something that's the next thing. And I'll look at cereal and it says it's keto friendly, and I'll look at soup and it says it's keto friendly, and it's like, okay, this is all a marketing ploy. Um, Keto, it does cause weight loss. It certainly does. But I'm old. And so the diet manual that I was given when I started practicing in the 90s, the keto diet was in that diet manual. And it specifically said that it was for people with epilepsy and severe epilepsy as a treatment for that. And high calorie is necessary to prevent weight loss while using this keto diet to change the brain chemistry to help with epilepsy or seizure disorder, either one. So when I started seeing people 20 years later and 30 years later starting to use this for weight loss, I'm thinking, okay, where's all the literature that says that this is used for seizure disorder and epilepsy? Well, it's buried on the internet. It's there, but just like so many other things, it's not the stuff that comes up first on the first 2 pages of Google. And so all these people are using it for weight loss, but the question I have to ask is, what is it doing to their brain chemistry? Nobody's really paying attention to that, quite honestly. And so a diet that was originally put into diet manuals decades ago to help people with seizure disorder and epilepsy is now being used as a weight loss trend without really looking at the whole person and what those interactions are. So that's why, for me, I cannot in good conscience say, oh yeah, the 20 pounds that you lose on that, or the 40 pounds that you lose. And I have heard people say, but I lost 100 pounds. And that's great. But you can lose 100 pounds other ways. And maybe you lost it a little faster, and maybe it was, there are reasons why. But the question I have to ask is did you change some brain chemistry? Do you now have tremors that you didn't have before? Do you now have some other symptoms that you've really not paid attention to? And that's really the thing where people need to kind of do a whole body scan and say, okay, I noticed that I've had weight loss, but what else about my body has changed? And maybe they haven't all changed for the better. Maybe there are some tremors, maybe there are some shakes, maybe there are some eye twitches, maybe there are some other things that have cropped up in the last, 20 pounds, 30 pounds of this diet that you've followed that you need to take note of. And those are the kind of conversations that I will tell you are not popular. Then whenever you try to have that conversation, people are so defensive about their keto diet, just like they're defensive about their eating disorder. They kind of go hand in hand. I have this thing helps me, I want to keep control of it, and I don't want you to try to take it away from me. And so I have to respect that when people aren't really ready to hear, but I have to ask the question, because in good conscience, I know what the diet manuals said years ago. Either they were lying then or they're lying now.